Welcome back, Southside Sippers. I'm John.
Hi, I'm Kaya.
We're going to continue with this blind, not knowing what we're drinking.
Still trying to finish up the Battle of the Ryes. We're getting there.
21, 22?
So we've got 5 bottles we're trying today.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I wanted a little extra. Wanted a little extra.
So we don't know what bottles were picked, and then of course they were randomized in these little glasses. So what would you like to start with first?
Let's go D.
You want to start with D? Okay.
Just because it's the heaviest.
It is the heaviest pour. That way we can go back to it.
Yeah.
That was a smart choice. Look at you.
Good try.
Yeah. Not getting a whole lot on the nose. It's a little fruity, almost citrusy, possibly.
Maybe.
It's got a nice color.
I'm not going to be able to.
Yeah, there's a lot of orange in that first sip. Oh, there's some heat behind it. It's a little spicy on the back end. What is that? Pepper. That's, and not in a bad way. This is
Allspice. Yeah, it's a citrusy spice.
Yeah. Almost like a spiced orange, like you would have at the holidays. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Interesting.
This is really fun. There's a lot going on in here. It's got a nice mouthfeel.
I get a hint of like a caramelish vanilla almost.
Do you?
Just a tad bit.
Mm.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm really liking that. Okay, so I'm gonna make some notes so we remember. Caramel. We did spiced orange. I get something a little spicy on the back end, and I did not get it as heavy on that second sip. It does have a nice hug. I'm gonna put plus or minus a little pepper. That second sip was a lot less. It's very I wouldn't say it's a smooth bourbon, but I feel like there's a lot going on there. A lot of good things going on there. I like that.
It was tasty. It was tasty. Do you want to go E or do you want to go C?
Let's go to E. I think I would like C to be my last, just because I don't have a whole lot of that there in this pour.
Gotcha.
All right, E it is. Something a little musky on the nose for me.
I'm not a fan of the smell of it.
Like sweaty socks.
Yeah, I was gonna say feet.
I don't get that, luckily, on the palate. Boy, it's very different from D. Holy smokes!
That's got a bite to it.
Oh yeah.
Not a huge hug, but it's
really oaky finish.
The flavor on it.
It's kind of sweet up front, floral maybe.
Yeah, it's very familiar.
I'm gonna say compared to D, this one's gonna be a little bit lower proof.
Kind of hits you in the face right off the bat, but then it mellows out right on the end for me. Second sip, not as good.
Nope, not as good. And I got a lot of that
feet.
Yeah. And a strong oaky finish.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of E.
No.
Yeah.
Oh boy. It's not what I like to hear.
Okay. Yeah, that's.
Oh boy.
It is not in a leather. Don't take off your belt.
I don't have a belt on.
Good.
Oh, man.
Leather, oak, and smoke. I get some smoke on that, and it's just not my favorite combo.
Smoke.
Oaky, smoky.
Oak and smoke. All right, I want to move on from that one. I hate to say that too, because it's probably going to be something we really like or really want to like.
Now what is this? There's something really clever on the nose here.
Clever?
It's an apple.
Was it thinking?
Well, it made me think.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm getting apple on the nose on this.
Really? Huh.
Oh yeah, apple pie. Yeah.
Gosh.
This is, but boy, that finish. I have to try a second sip. It's got a little oaky finish.
Well, that grabs you. That grabs me right in the back of the throat. I don't get an apple pie on it, but Oh, it grabbed me. It got me right in the throat. Oh,
Yeah, it's very grabby.
woo.
Man, I wanted to like that. Doesn't have a super big mouthfeel. I want to say it's maybe a little young. Let's see. Well, we're testing our palates here.
Man, the words have escaped me today that I can't.
I mean, I think you nailed it though. It is super grabby, and it's grabby right on my tongue, like not even in
But
the place that you
I've
want
got
it
a
to be.
flavor there that I can't. I don't know what it is. It's something. Something there. I just can't tell you about it.
You know, maybe part of that is lingering, but I'm getting a little smoke at the back end of that as well. All of these have been really different. I'm super impressed. We've got 2 more to go. So if I use my favorite.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish we would have brought the water over. Put a little
Kentucky
water
water.
in it. A little water in it. Water.
All right, moving on to B.
Huh.
Not much on the nose.
That just sends the nose hair off. I see. I get a little floral.
Oh, I get a very floral taste. Right out of the gate. Wow. Rose? Like, I feel like I've just smelled a bouquet of roses after taking that first sip.
It's pleasant, but I don't have much left, so I'm not going to be able to go back to it. Huh. That's pleasant. Excuse me.
Is there a little butterscotch in there?
I didn't get any of that.
Yeah.
And see, now the second sip, I got some spice on it.
Mm-hmm. I still get the floral right on the palate.
Not as much, though.
It's got a nice mouthfeel and a little peppery in the finish, a little spicy. It's got a real nice floral finish again. This is not a bad bourbon. I'm digging this. It's different. I'm still putting D as my top pick, though. I'll have to go back to it. I'm going to put B up here because I'm really liking that. It's different.
Huh.
It was my second sip was a little bit more grabby than the first.
Yeah, it's lingering right here in my throat.
Yeah, in the back of my throat.
Oh. All right. See, it is. Let's see.
I have only a tiny bit here.
That was me on B. I didn't have much.
I have a little bit left over. Can you go back? I'll share with you. This again, not a whole lot on the nose. Maybe a little bit of sugar.
Yeah. Burnt sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get that right up front.
Burnt sugar and a hint of caramel. And then there's not a whole lot of burn here. I'm trying to nail down that aftertaste.
Yeah, the aftertaste, the first one, it wasn't great. Not a hug. I didn't get a hug at all.
It's almost nutty to me. The aftertaste.
Nutty. Really. Yeah, I get the nuts.
Do you? And I'm still smelling smoke. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that again. That's a leftover from E.
Huh. That's not bad. Right now, I'd put that as my second. I think. I'm gonna go back to D though because.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's smooth. Not super complex.
No.
I am liking that it's got a nice mouthfeel to it though, and it's not grabby like B was. I would have to rank this a little higher than my B, but I'm gonna have to go back to D because again, so far that's my top pick. But I generally stick with my, whatever bourbon we start off with. That's generally what I tend to try to stick with.
Right.
My tendency. I've noticed. Yeah, I'm noticing a pattern. For better or worse. I'm gonna put C up here. I have a tiny bit of B left over too, so I might go back to
I've
B.
got some C if you want to try some C with mine. All right. I wonder why. I don't understand so much more in D than any of the other ones.
That may have been the first one he poured. We had our son pour these for us again. Yeah, see, that's buttery.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna stick with this.
I think I'm gonna stick with this too. I don't get as much of the burnt orange, but again, some of those subtler notes as I move through different bourbon tastings.
It's creamy.
Sometimes I'm not able to pick back right up again, but I do get a little butter. Bourbon should not be creamy.
Buttery, creamy.
It should not be creamy.
Cream of Kentucky.
But I do. This has got a nice mouthfeel, not a whole lot of burn. This is a really pleasant bourbon. Yeah, I think this is still number one for me. I'm gonna go back to B, go back to C just for a real quick sip. Yeah, real heavy floral and very bitey.
C's just very, very mellow. I like C.
Yeah. Do you want to go back to B?
No.
No.
I think D just has a little more to it than C does. I have some more C if you want some. But C's good.
Yeah, it's that aftertaste that gets it for me. I would probably do D as my first pick, and
Yep.
B and C about tied for me.
I'd go
Wait.
D and then C.
Are we actually going to pick the same bottle of bourbon this time?
We are going to do the same.
Oh boy! All right. Well, we've got our bottles here set aside. They did not quite fit in the box.
They didn't fit in the box, and Kaya thought paper towel was going to be.
I'm gonna put a paper towel over the box and then put it on camera.
She didn't like the look of it. So
It's so tacky. And then you're gonna put it on the table.
I'm going to put it on the table. Uh-oh. I had wondered. Our own mix.
Was it E?
E.
The sweaty socks.
The sweaty socks.
Which one was this?
This was the New Year's
resolution.
New Year's resolution.
Mhm.
This was our barrel.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, rye mash. It was a white dog.
Buffalo, right?
Buffalo.
Mhm.
Buffalo. Let's see. Barrel date 4/30/23. Pour date 1/1/24. Proof was 135.
So 6 months in those little mini barrels is the equivalent of what, like
6 years.
6 years?
Yep.
So it's in there for 6 months?
Nope.
It's in 12 year? That's not right.
That was no. That went in 4/30.
Yeah.
So say 5. So it was about 6 years.
6 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
All right. Well, let's see
7,
what else
maybe
is in
7,
there.
Maybe 7. Maybe 7. Oh my God! Hey.
What? That's the hat. That's the hazmat.
That's a hazmat. I can't believe he opened this. Did I even tell him? I don't know if I told him to open it.
Well, he did.
A is
The apple pie.
Is the
You know
farm
what?
rye.
That shocks me because I had this as I had this a very high proof. I had this high proof, but maybe a little young.
Farm rye.
Mm-hmm.
This is a journeyman. It's 155.6 proof. It was a pick from Indiana Bourbon Club. I was super excited about this. I hadn't tried it. This is the first time. It was an experimental malted rye.
Yeah, I wish you could zoom in on that picture. A little vaporizer masks on. I think that's awesome.
Pretty sweet.
Interesting. Okay, so that was A.
Man, I can't believe it.
This was E.
Okay. Uh-oh. Heavy hitter right here.
Oh,
B. Old Forester.
Okay.
Single barrel rye. 130 proof.
Okay. We had that one as the floral with a little spice. Very heavy on the floral.
B. That's the one you were
Contemplating, yeah.
Oh my gosh. D. Are you
wow, tumbling dice.
Tumbling
rye.
dice.
What?
Straight rye whiskey, single barrel proof.
This is a rural end pick.
114 proof. Rural end pick.
Okay.
Store pick.
Okay.
Barreled 12, 14,
Well,
bottled at 5/26.
Where at? Where is this?
This is Tumbling Dice.
I know where. I don't know where that's from.
Distilled in Indiana, so it's an MGP product.
Wow, Indiana bourbon. We picked an Indiana bourbon.
The
Never
95.
would
Well,
I have
it's a
guessed.
95 rye. It's
What's the proof on this?
114.
That's a nice proof.
So I mean, MGP's 95.5. That's like bullets.
Okay.
That's the bullet rye is a 95.5.
Okay.
So
We got one more in there.
one more. Oh, we got Stellum from Crown C.
Oh, really?
Stellum rye.
That was the burnt sugar, a little nutty aftertaste.
Single barrel Crown Liquors, local store, cast strength, 116
Okay.
proof.
It tastes a little bit
Number
hotter to me than that.
Letter C.
Okay.
Holy moly!
All right. So Tumbling Dice it was. Is our
My
number one
God,
pick.
are you kidding me?
114 proof Indiana bourbon.
Hey, what was A again? It's the
I have them in order. A was the hazmat. Yeah.
Back to this. Oh my
It was
gosh.
very hot. Interesting. See, this is why we do the blind picks, because had you presented these bottles to me, I probably would have chosen the Stellum or the Old Forester, to be honest. And I maybe would have looked right past the Tumbling Dice. That's a really nice mix.
That
I
is
will be
crazy.
excited to line this one up against some of the other ryes that we've tried, because I thought this one was really nice.
That was nice. That's crazy.
Okay.
Absolutely crazy. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
All right. Well, thanks for watching.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah. If you've tried this Tumbling Dice before.
If you've tried that or any of them except for ours, because you've not tried ours, what's your thoughts on these?
Yeah, we're not going to stop, quit our day jobs and start making our own bourbon for sure. They're going to taste like sweaty feet.
Wow. I cannot believe that.
That's awesome.
Craziness. So thank you. Like, subscribe.
Catch you next time.
Sip responsible, guys.
Bye-bye.